So we went Fetusstudios on the jacket, we went Fetusstudios on the thermal, we went Stony on the belt, and then the denims. A little custom on the tin. Not wearing those?
No, show them.
And we got a little Stony on the frame. You feel me? Shimmy.
All right, bro. Let's go.
Oh, hold on. We got Fetusstudios on the hat. You know what I'm saying? Little intro. Dintro. All right.
If you've been following us since 2015, man, you already know what it is, man. We're back.
We back here with
Yes,
big
sir.
vibes, big energy. A lot of you guys know us as Fetusstudios.
Yeah.
The first ones to really make fashion shit pop in Toronto.
Yeah. Do upcycling, all that types of shit. Man.
Facts.
So, yeah, man. It's been 11 years. You know, a lot of ups and downs.
For
a
sure.
lot of proud moments.
For
a lot
sure.
Of disappointing times. But
For sure.
you know, we're here. We're building a platform. You know, where we can, express ourselves. You know, bring everything that we started and bring it to a place where it gets to be seen. You know, whether it's music, fashion, art, you name it. So yeah, Toronto. This is our stage. A place to be heard, a place to be seen, and a place where we make it happen.
Facts.
I'm SeniorBenji.
I'm Stony.
And this is Narrow Carpet. We're gonna, talk about how we met, how we, how things first started.
I mean, are we live right now?
Yeah. When was the first time?
I don't even remember first. I don't remember what year it was, to be honest.
No, I remember the year.
What year
I
was
remember that. I remember it was. I think it was 2014.
2014.
Because there was an event happening at
Bishop Morocco. Yeah.
And then,
that's still in school?
I don't know. But yeah, I met you at Bishop Morocco.
Yeah, Bishop Morocco. It was Bishop Morocco.
Yeah.
It wasn't a dance recital. They were doing
Might have been a basketball game.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That's what we did though. Like, people just pulled up to schools and just went to basketball games and all that. But
yeah.
I met you with.
I think Jay brought you to Bishop.
Yeah, brought me to Bishop.
And then I don't remember exactly what happened, but
man's just all linked up. Like,
we just linked
I met
up.
Kato, I met you, I met like everyone.
Yeah.
Like, that was from the West End.
Yeah.
I was like just deep Toronto, so I never really knew anyone in the West End until I met Jay and he introduced me to all you guys.
Yeah.
And then what happened after that?
I don't remember what happened after
I think we
that,
just kept the link. Like, we just kept linking up, like, all mandem. You know, it was just good energy, good vibes.
Yeah. That was around the time when I was in YouTube. Like, I was doing mellow vlogs.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you were doing mellow vlogs, and then your homie David was also on the YouTube, and you guys were both doing that.
Yeah.
As well.
Me, David, Nario,
Yeah.
Brandon, Romario,
I think for me, I was dancing, and then I had dropped off dance to pursue like a more creative, like.
You were dancing in grade.
Yeah, up until like when I met Jay was when I was just kind of like, okay, I'm trying to figure something else out. And then I had fully gave it up that summer. Said, "Nah, I'm just gonna."
So you were.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dive into fashion, and one way I had to do that was modeling.
You were going to parties.
Yeah.
Then I was doing YouTube.
Yeah.
And then somehow we had a conversation about doing fashion, and then we're like, I mean, we didn't act right away.
We kind of just did fashion-oriented things like taking pictures, modeling, like.
We actually first started ripping pants, like, for people, because we were like doing our own shit.
Yeah, that's when we first stepped into fashion. But when we had the conversation, it was like we didn't know what to do. We didn't even call up a sewing machine or anything like that. It was that was like a couple months after, and then
have a sewing machine too. Yeah.
And then we didn't have a sewing machine at the time, so we went straight to.
We were doing rips.
Rips on, because that was the only thing that we could really change about our look.
Well, first off, we really started because we would go shopping and there was nothing, like, there was only like H&M, Urban Outfitters, F as in Frank. F as in Frank at the time was like super overpriced, like thrift shit.
Yeah.
But like their shit was like hella curated.
You want to get
graphic tees
and
like
all that.
old like jerseys and shit like that. Like
they were overpriced though. I remember like.
I mean, yeah, at the time. I mean, it was probably regular price.
Yeah.
But like
it was $60 for a tee.
Yeah, it was out of high school. Like,
yeah, which is crazy. Like who had $60 out of high school like that?
I mean,
no job. I mean, like if you had a job, then
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We couldn't really find anything.
Couldn't afford anything too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
I mean, the items that we wanted to rock and style and wear, like, that was either overpriced or not in our price range, or it wasn't even sold in our area.
Our first real, like, designing or, like, doing editing with clothes was, like, the H&M Balmain
biker jeans,
biker jeans that was in at the time.
Yeah, those were...
like, yeah, like they had
took the whole world by surprise.
Yeah, they had the rip. I mean that little ribbing, and then we would like rip the whole thing, and then niggas would see us like we would rip that, and we would rip T-shirts like the long tees.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was like Jerry Lorenzo when he
bought like when he bought the longer tees. Yeah. I think it was both of them, Lorenzo and Ye.
But so what's it called?
But yeah, that was
we'd rip those.
Yeah, that was pinnacle.
Yeah, we were just ripping shit, and then people would just ask us like, "Yo, rip my jeans like that." Yeah, and they'd pay us like $40 each pair, or whatever, and then that's kind of how it started. And
that's exactly how it started.
That's how it started. Like
and
we were just ripping jeans, for
literally
ripping it for ourselves.
Yep.
Like, we really just started ripping shit. Like
that was
anything we could find, we'd rip it.
That was the only way to really like
stress, you know,
to really like stand out or to like wear something that we liked was like, or to be different was just. Because we didn't know how to sew at this time.
I mean, it wasn't even about being different at the time, too.
Yeah.
It was just, like, finding something that we'd like to wear. Like, I mean, you know, we were just doing shit, you know?
Facts.
I remember when we got a little bit more serious, I'm like, yo, we gotta, like...
You gotta sew.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to sew.
Yeah.
So what we would do is we'd go thrifting, and we would, like, take apart... jeans or like shirts and then like use that as like a pattern, and like YouTube was like a huge thing. Like
Facts.
YouTube was like a huge thing.
I never learned how to sew from YouTube. I remember like my Dukes had a sewing machine, but she like never told me about it until she seen how serious we were, and then she just had pulled it out, and then we're like, yo, this is a sewing machine. I remember we used to watch YouTube videos on like but there was one part that we didn't know like to get over. Like it was like how the top thread catches the bottom thread. We didn't know how that worked, so we were just sewing things together, not knowing. I think that was around the time where you had went to school. I think it was like what, George Brown?
Yeah, I went to George Brown, like really to understand like go get the knowledge and bring it back.
Yeah, exactly. You know? And then once you learn that, as like you literally not fully dropped out, but it was like, okay, like I just needed the basics. Like,
I only went there for like 3 months to like learn how to like make pants from like pattern like from scratch, and then learn how a machine works.
Yeah, exactly. Once we learned how the machine worked, then it was just like
like an industrial machine, just basically how everything works.
It was just pure like resilience and just consistency of just, you know, passion. We were just some shit didn't even make sense. Like our beginning was upcycling, and we didn't know we were upcycling. We were just like thrifting. It was mainly our own clothes too, like our old clothes that we had. We would just upcycle or stitch something onto it or do something. Like we would even play with the zigzag stitches and different stitch settings on the actual sewing machine. Like
and just do whatever. Like it was just a like playground. Like
literally just a playground, just playing around with everything.
Yeah, like yo, we clicked right off the bat.
I
mean, just off of just like friends and just knowing each other.
Facts.
Just, you know, being on the same type of like mindset. And just wanting to be something, I guess, or just doing fashion or whatever. And what really brought us together was photography. Like you wanted to be a model, and I was on my camera shit. Like I was doing YouTube and photography.
It was hand in hand. It was like peanut butter and jelly. Like.
Yeah, so like he was like basically the poster boy for everything. Like it's like, yo, okay, yo, we're just gonna like I'll just like that, like yo, you want to shoot? Like every day we were linking to shoot something.
Even if we were chilling, you still always had the camera. It was like either be like a little mini vlog or just mans would just flick up. Like whatever you wearing that day, just flick up. Especially because we were creating at this time too, so it's like we're wearing whatever we just made.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just
we would sew something one day, the next day we're making things every single day just to wear the next day or to a party.
Yeah, there was times where I remember it was even crunch time where like we would have an event or we know there's an event on Friday. Yeah. And then we'd be like, all right, let's whip up something right now. And sometimes it'd even be the same night of the event. And we whipping up a whole fit. We just stepping. Like, it was crazy. It was actually crazy.
Yeah, at the time it was stepping. Looking back now.
Yeah. It was different. Like, a lot of fits that's wore back then, I don't know if I would wear if I would wear it now. But the mindset, the passion, the style, like, it was all there. It just wasn't curated.
I mean, at the time, it was like nobody was doing it. Like, were really...
We had no one to look up to, no OGs, no, you gotta do it. Nah, just like, do it.
Like, nowadays, like, there's, like, you're on social media, you're seeing a lot of fashion stuff, like, whatever, right?
You got
back then, like, whatever, but back then, like, we just did it off of pure, like, enjoyment. Yeah. And just out of need of, like,
we need
just
clothes.
wanting clothes.
We wanted clothes. We didn't want to wear like no. I mean, I can't talk down because Roots was tough, but.
Oh, but just everybody had everybody had the same thing.
You know? And I was just tired of
Yeah. As we were getting more deep into fashion, I remember we went to Nuit Blanche.
Yeah.
Or however you say it.
Nuit Blanche.
And we were there, and then I think you knew X first. I don't know. Remember how that happened? I
think it was just in the. I don't even know.
I don't remember exactly. But we linked up with X, and we at the same time as doing like Fetusstudios, we were doing. X had a brand called Beyond Space, and he's another designer that really started upcycling, and we linked up with Beyond Space, and then we were Beyond Space for like a couple years. But every day, I used to live all the way in the West End, and X used to live in the East, on top of Maha's, and you live downtown. Yeah. But I remember every single day, I'd come from all the way from the West, like at the end of the line, all the way down to the East End. Every single day we'd go and sew something. Like we were just be sewing. Like we were like crackheads for like sewing.
For sewing,
like, we were just
for real,
like
for real.
We were just.
We would pull up to the pizza at the corner. Yeah. Get a cheese pizza with green peppers on it.
$5 special.
$5 special, can't go wrong.
Every single day.
Every single day.
Box.
Take it back to the crib. Yeah. Eat and sew. For like a good amount of hours. We would leave there when it's like damn near it's the last bus, last train type shit. Like
man.
Consistently, we was doing that for sure. Yeah. For sure.
And that is another part of like where people would know us too, is like, we were Beyond Space for a bit too. Yeah. Like, bro, we did a Subway fashion show.
Facts.
We did
first of its kind too in Toronto,
like in Yonge and Bloor, we did like a fashion show, like a pop-up fashion show.
We was doing photo shoots in alleyways. Bro.
It was just part of the culture though, because at the same time, it's like, that's still 2016. That's like, like when like, if you were a part of that world, you were doing that.
I mean, you were doing that, but like the way we were doing it, like not even to pop our shit, but like the way we were there was one time we went into an alleyway to do a photo shoot, and we painted some random person's like garage like wall.
Their wall. It was their wall.
It was their wall, and we painted it white.
Yeah.
They're not here. They're not seeing what you're doing. They're gonna say, "What do you mean paint?" No, we can't do that. It's the city's right. So begging forgiveness is sometimes a good strategy.
But in that moment, it was just like straight rebellion. It's just like, all right, bro, like we got to get this vision done at all costs.
The city was our playground. Yeah, we were just having so much fun, man.
I feel like from that like interaction and that like brotherhood and like what we built with Beyond Space and everything, like that helped us curate Fetusstudios more in a sense, like I don't know, I felt deeper, like to sew that much, and like bro, it was crazy for sure.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, because there's nights where it's like, bro, I'm not going outside if I haven't sewn anything.
Yeah, not
Like,
facts.
it was that serious.
Facts.
Like, you're
you
not.
you was definitely
Yeah.
like that, to the point where like
I'm not coming out, bro.
you were
I'm
like
staying in the crib.
staying in the crib, super like robotic aspect of sewing, like and it's not bad. It wasn't bad at all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
was
y'all
just,
niggas used to get at me crazy. Like, yo,
yeah,
bro,
because
you
it
don't
was
come
like
out, bro.
it was like you was doing so much sewing, but you wasn't giving it time to pop your shit. Like,
yeah, I guess.
like
Yeah.
me for example, like
Yeah, you were outside.
I was outside, but I was still taking the time to like make a fit and just pop up outside, like.
But that's why I said like you were more in my mind as like the poster boy. Like,
Yeah.
you were the one that's outside, like mingling for both of us. On
Yeah,
both
yeah,
our
yeah,
accounts.
exactly.
Like, and I never really grew up partying like I never really cared for parties like that.
Yeah.
Like, I never went to parties and shit.
Yeah.
So like that wasn't on my mind, and like, yo, I was just like, YouTube was my like passion in the beginning, but then I'm like, yo, fashion. Like, when I figured out that I could sew clothes, like I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, like I gotta learn everything about this shit. I
Yeah.
gotta sew every single day.
Yeah.
Like, the fits aren't gonna make themselves.
Facts.
Like, you know, like
Facts.
like I gotta make it. Like,
Facts.
and it was just like, yeah, it was just. Yeah,
It was just passionate.
consumed
Just
everything.
passion, like
Yeah.
consumed us all, and it did a lot of wonders. I can't even lie. I remember this one time. It was before we had ever did any traveling. We did a fashion show, and we did it at Bloor. Yeah, Bloor and Yonge subway station, which was crazy because we didn't ask no one to set up nothing. We didn't, like, it was just crazy. We just said, all right, this is what we gonna do. I remember I was skeptical. Our homie X was like, nah, we're doing it.
Yeah.
You were like, nah, we doing it. And I
Yeah.
was just, this is my first time of actually doing something in that much of an open. And I'm like, bro, like, we don't have to call nobody for this. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I was a little bit of a wuss.
Yeah, yeah.
But, and even getting there was crazy because we all hopped on the streetcar, like,
Yeah.
and just pulled up and just.
If I have footage, I'm gonna put it up in the screen.
Yeah, for sure.
That was cool. That was super tough. Like, it just showed us like what we were capable of doing,
Facts.
and like, just let us know that like there's no real boundaries for anything. I know it gave you a lot more confidence,
For sure.
and for me it was just like, yeah, what's next? Like, we gotta do more. After that, after we did the fashion show, we went to New York.
Yeah.
New York was a good time. I mean,
First time.
Yeah, first time in New York. Yeah.
First time in New York. First time, like, leaving
Leaving the city.
living the city.
I mean,
without our parents, like without anyone but each other. Like, what I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I went on roads, but that was
yeah,
like,
it was fun, and
that
it
was
was
fun.
free. Like, it was just so free.
Like no
like,
curfew, no
yeah.
phoning into your parents, none of that. It was just you and the mandem. Like, what?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It just being in another city, and especially New York, like
New
that
York?
energy in New York
What?
is just like, it's like you can't even explain the feeling of being
Yeah.
in New York, to be honest. And
We
then
stayed
like,
in Brooklyn too.
yeah, and then on
is
top of the
crazy.
rooftops and shit.
Yeah, what?
Like, I don't know how we developed a Brooklyn accent. We developed.
Yeah, we were stretching that. I ain't gonna lie, we were stretching that.
We out here in Brooklyn right now.
First day in New
We
York,
were
we was
having an accent. Came back. All the
Still-
niggas
it's still an
were
accent.
like, "Yo, fam, like, what happened, bro?
Yeah.
Like, yo, you guys are American now?
We were
You guys
moving
from New York?"
different. We was moving different. New York changed
Yeah,
us. We was moving
yeah.
different. We was moving like we not even from Toronto no more.
Yeah, man.
Not gonna lie. It's genuine. It was just genuine
It was
love
tough,
out there.
man. It was
you
far.
know?
It was far. It's just being young, you know. We were like what?
Facts.
We were like 19,
Yeah, 19, 20.
20. I don't know if we were 20 yet, but we were 19.
I think 19. I think X was
Maybe 20. Might have been 20.
maybe 19,
to
20.
But we did New York, then we came back. Around this time, we were doing like a lot of, we were going to a lot of parties. So some dudes used to throw, what's it called?
Events.
Underground parties.
Underground parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, a lot of you guys know us from underground parties too.
And
Do a
that
lot of
happened
those.
because of doing the fashion show.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of the models that we had, or a lot of the models we were using for just photo shoots, ended up being people that we were actually genuinely connected with. It wasn't just like, all right,
Yeah.
give us clothes, go back.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, we connected with a
lot of people.
There was a scene of like people that were, that were doing things in their own lane, throwing parties,
whether they were from
music.
Toronto or coming down to Toronto to do it. The scene was forming at that point. A new scene was forming at that point.
We try to throw fashion shows for Fetus Studios, but they just never really came about. Yeah. I feel like maybe we kind of got stuck in the like custom order, like getting people their orders. We got stuck in that
cycle of just always creating to sell or just accomplishing orders that people wanted. We kind of we became people pleasers in a sense. Yeah, I would say, for lack of better terms.
Yeah, I mean, we had to fulfill all the orders we were trying to hustle too. I mean, there's a big tug and pull of business and artistry, and hustling and and creating. It's you need money to create or buy materials, create and shit like that. So facts. We were just really hustling at one point, and I think we got lost in doing that for a couple of years, and just over the years of hustling and stuff. And every time we tried to do a fashion show, it never really came to
panned out.
Yeah, it never panned out. So I mean, our fashion show was our pop-up shops, because everybody would pull up and just see the new pieces that we created. Everything we posted online, they seen it in person.
And we weren't doing regular, the way we set up pop-up shops, even if, I remember there was one store on Queen of Spadina called Untitled Co. I think it's probably a nail salon now, but even having a storefront where someone allowed us to sell our clothes in their store, the way we set it up was still like runway type vibes. Even for that pop-up, we even tried doing a fashion show, but we weren't able to use the whole space, so we just said, all right, we're gonna keep it more pop-up shop. But even then, so we created a couch, got a couch, spray painted it.
I put a lot of pictures and shit.
Yeah, we even went to our homie Moo's crib, and we made shirts. We made 101 shirts. It said experiment on the back, and it said 001 or whatever. And we hand printed those. You was on the computer.
No, it was vinyl.
It was vinyl?
Yeah, we vinyl.
That's what it was heat pressed too.
Shout out to Moo, man.
Shout out to Moo for sure.
I don't remember how we met.
We met Moo we met Drip.
No. We met Moo through.
I swear it was Drip.
It might have been Drip, but it was because
remember Moo was homies with Roy Woods and the whole U2U collection. Yeah. And then Drip.
But remember?
Yeah, I remember.
I think.
But they weren't intertwined though. Drip was friends with this rapper named Trip Six. Shout out Trip Six. Yeah. Which was working with Roy Woods. I don't know if he was signed or whatever, but because of that connection, Drip connected that, and then that connected us, and then we met Moo because Moo seen that we were on some fashion shit and not just rapper shit, and he wanted to support and he believed in us. So he's like, all right, yo, I forgot how it happened exactly, but we drove 2-hour drive to his crib.
Yeah, we went to his
we was
crib.
in the basement really cooking up. This was had nothing to do with sewing. We're just doing prints, like you said, vinyl.
Yeah, he told us to pull up. He said that he had a heat press. He just said, yo, pull up. I have some shit for you guys to use if you want to use it.
Yeah, and it was perfect timing. Perfect timing because we had the pop-up shop on the way. It's perfect timing.
We did t-shirts and we did tote bags.
Yeah.
And we did a 001 experiment. Man, that was a beautiful time because we were listening to music. We're in a new environment.
Summer and the weather's nice.
Yeah, summertime. I think it was summertime.
Yeah, when we had the pop-up, that pop-up shop was really our own pop-up shop that we did on our own. No help, no other, no disrespect.
Actually,
no other brands.
Shadi.
Shadi. Yes. No. I mean, when I mean no help, I just mean
just no outside shit. It was just Fetus Studios.
Yeah, just Fetus Studios. It was just all us. All the clothes that was hung up was both made to say, bro.
So okay, I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. Everything we would create on Instagram. We would post everything on Instagram. Yeah. And Instagram at the time wasn't as big as it is now. There was no ads. There was no it wasn't as big.
Yeah.
So if you're on Instagram, you're seeing people's posts. Virgil's looking at our posts.
Yeah.
Freaking
the community was small, so everyone was seeing the same type of feed.
If you're and fashion was so small that
only a small one niche.
Yeah, like you're seeing everything that's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you're posting anything on fashion,
Doesn't matter.
everybody's seeing it on
Doesn't
Instagram.
matter if you're in Switzerland, you gonna see that.
Yeah, you're gonna see it.
Like that's how far it was pushed. Like
yeah,
just because it was such a small of a niche at the time, where it's like, you know. But now just so many different people doing fashion.
But I say that to say that so, you know, we post our stuff, and we used to like, man, we would create everything and anything upcycle. So we had this one design, and I remember we did our pop-up shop in Untitled Co.
Yeah.
And their consignment store, so they had other people's brands at the front of the store selling too. Mm-hmm. And we go to like one of the pants that were there, and we're like, yo, did we create this shit, right?
Yeah, we thought we had left some stuff, and they were just selling it for us the whole time.
It was like somebody just ripping our shit or whatever and selling it. And like, I don't know. I don't know why I went to that. I just remember that happened, I remember that happening.
As soon as you, like, as soon as I already knew what you were going to say.
That happened a lot though too.
Yeah.
Like people were just like, I mean
at the time,
cool. Like,
at the time I would feel like I was more ignorant to it, and I was more like mad about it
at that time.
Because it's like, what the hell, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just because it was such small of a niche that when someone knocked your shit, it was just.
Bro, at the time, we're talking 2015 to 2019. If you're copying somebody at that time, or like any time before 2019, if you're copying somebody, it's seen as like, yo, bro, like there was no like real like.
There's no flattery.
Like no, but like. Okay, now you can see like if a rapper's coming out, there's gonna be 10 more people that sound the same. Yeah. You know?
And it's more it's not as.
Yeah, it's like whatever. It's like not shunned upon like right now, but before it was like, yo, like chill, like.
Yeah.
Like
it was actually like, yo, chill, you know, like chill, you want to message the person who copied your stuff, and you know what I'm saying, have some words with them. Like now it's like anyone who copies anyone, you look at it more as like a form of flattery, you know, like.
I mean,
like they're inspired, you know what I'm saying? Some people are gonna bite you.
Now, I don't think. I mean, it's about inspiration. I think now it's just like, yo, I'm just trying to get some money. Like I'm gonna bite whatever's cool.
Yeah, that too. But like for like designers who are actually like just designing and more focused on the artistry, and you see someone mimicking someone else, like, I mean, maybe it's personal. I take it like if I see someone copying me now or designing something that I designed, like. Even if they did it better or didn't do it better or didn't do it justice, I'm looking at it more like, yo, I just inspired you. Like, it's not, no malice, no bad blood. I'm not going to be like, yo, why you copy? Like, I'm going to look at it and be like, yo, okay. Like, if anything, I'm going to go back in the lab and want to make some more shit just to be more ahead. You know what I mean? But before it was beef. You copied anyone back then, it was beef.
You were not allowed to copy people like that.
There was even, bro, I'm going to say it. I don't know what year this was. Murder Bravado, you had designed some jeans. You had designed some jeans, and like,
it was a pair of jeans.
I think this was like one of our little niches where we were like, we started designing this type of style of jeans. It was like, was it this exact?
No, it wasn't. It was
a different one?
No, it wasn't a signature.
Orange pants.
It was a black and some pants that I did. That I'm gonna put the picture up, but yeah, it was a pair of like orange and black pants.
Yeah, and literally with, I don't know if it was 24 hours, but like. Mad close.
Next day or something.
Maybe like the next 2 days. Yeah. You know, like this guy Murder Bravado. He posted it. I'm pretty sure everyone knows who Murder Bravado is.
Yeah. It was just the same thing I was saying earlier. Like, the internet was so small, where like you're seeing like somebody like Virgil or somebody like Murder Bravado is gonna see things that we create, you know, and they're gonna use that as inspiration or whatever and do what they're doing. And you know, at the time, like, yo, these people aren't as big as they turned out to be too.
Yeah.
So like
everybody was just starting out.
I mean, he wasn't just starting out.
He wasn't just starting out, but like he was just compared to where his career is now and
he was
where it
just
was
getting,
then. Like he was
known. What's it called? He ended up paying homage or whatever. He ended up
you ended up going to New York. Yeah, you went to New York that year, and then you spoke to him.
No, I didn't speak to him.
You didn't get a chance to speak to him?
I mean,
you went to the pop-up shop and all that.
I went to that pop-up, but like, whatever.
He responded, I swear he responded to the DM.
Yeah, he responded to the DM, and he just like acknowledged that he kind of took it.
Yeah.
He just like whatever. He just said like, "Yo, keep killing it" or whatever.
Yeah. He must have known that it was about to end up in a screenshot, so he's like, "Yo, let me be careful what I say."
Yeah, because at the time, like we were doing stuff and people would like send us like screenshots like, yo, like, look, like, yo,
Someone else's-
they stole your
Yeah.
thing. Like, I remember my mom would do that a lot. She would like send me screenshots of like, yo, like, look what they did. Like, they bit you guys or
Yeah.
whatever. So like,
It just goes to show that, like,
what?
it goes both on what you were saying. Like, one, there wasn't no niche for it. Like it was such a small community.
It was new, yeah. It
And
was so new.
two, for people that were outside looking in, it was like they haven't seen anything like this before,
Yeah.
other than us
Yeah.
doing it or doing something like that. So when
Yeah.
they seen it done somewhere else, it was always like comparable. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I see someone in Paris doing something that you guys already did.
Yeah.
But we just happen to do that at the same time sometimes too.
Yeah, like it's all about, like, it was just a community thing. So
Yeah.
we weren't the only people freaking, we didn't invent freaking upcycling clothes, you know?
Yeah,
we didn't
facts.
invent shit.
Yeah.
But we were like we in the city, like we were the ones that started it, you know?
Yeah, I don't.
It was me, it was not me, it was us,
Yeah.
and it was Beyond Space.
Yeah, those are I can't say only, but from
Wasn't only, but upcycling.
But
we were the only ones really upcycling.
Upcycling. I would say only because I
Yeah,
don't
we
remember
didn't see
anyone else
anybody
being
really
around.
at
Like
the
there was
time.
fashion people out there
Yeah.
and fashion designers, but no one was upcycling. Everyone was
Yeah.
adding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know a lot of people, they're like, yo, what happened to Fetusstudios, or like, what happened, like, to you and
Yeah.
Stony, like, you know, like, you guys
Yeah.
aren't posting as much as you guys used to, or whatever, like,
I mean-
are you guys still, you know, like, together, or whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
It was more so just like, cause you gotta realize at the end of the day, like, when you're a creator, you have visions. You feel me? And you have. It's the same thing why we went. Not that we left Beyond Space in a mean way, but why we went to do our own things. The same thing, like, you're gonna have creative differences, and at the time when you're like that young, you don't understand it. But when you get older, you're like, it's just creative differences, and it's like you're fighting for something that you believe in, someone else is fighting for something that they believe in. You know what I'm saying? So you're not always gonna see eye to eye
Yeah.
with certain designs or techniques or
Yeah.
like just overall like aesthetic. You know? So it's like.
Yeah.
I feel like when we came, like, cause that was around the time when dudes went overseas, and we came back, and all that stuff happened.
Yeah.
Like life itself was life and
Yeah, man.
crazy.
At the same time as we're pursuing our goals and doing fashion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, life is happening at the same time, and you know, fashion became a hustle to us. It wasn't more so like creating. It was more so, yo, we gotta make 10 pairs of pants so that we can make $1,000 or whatever, you know? Like, yo, we gotta make 15, whatever. So we
Yeah.
just kept we just kept trying to make money, and yeah, a lot of creative differences was happening at the time. Like, you know, his style was one way and my style was one way, and I felt that like we needed to go in the direction that I was seeing, and he felt like he wanted to go in the direction that he was seeing. And when you're two people working on one brand, if you're not like super set on this one vision, it gets a little bit sticky.
Even if you are
know?
like in the beginning, like eventually you're gonna have
Yeah.
two different ideas,
Yeah.
unless y'all twins. Even twins, like
Yeah.
y'all, it's always gonna end up the same.
Yeah,
You know?
and we're young too, trying to
Yeah.
figure shit out. Like like Ty's, like Stoney's my bro. Like
Facts.
literally, like linking up first day,
Facts.
we became like just
Facts.
off of just. Anybody that knows us knows that
It was-
if you see me, you're seeing Ty. If you see
Same way,
Ty, you're
vice versa.
seeing me.
Yeah, 100%.
So
100%.
it was just like, you know, we had creative differences.
Yeah.
We still did a 1-2 together, but
Yeah.
then there came in a point where we're like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna do me and you're gonna do you.
Yeah.
And then, we just,
We did that Kensington pop-up shop
we did the Kenzo.
when we
No.
were still.
Yeah, we were still together, and then,
Oh yeah, because that was before we left the country. That was
yeah,
yeah. You're right.
some
Yeah.
shit like that. But yeah, like, so for anybody that had
I
that
was
question or wondering,
yeah.
like, yo, what happened in that period of time? yeah, we were going through some creative differences.
And it's like even after when we started to link back up, we just didn't make it public. Like we weren't just like, you know,
it's
like,
my bro. Like it's not even like it was a stranger.
Yeah,
it's
like
not,
I was still
nothing to announce.
I was still pulling up to your crib,
Yeah.
and you was still like working on shit. We'd work on shit,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
model. Like it was the
All
same
love.
same thing. The only distance that happened was more so when life, anytime life hits you, then it's like, oh, bro, you gotta figure out your life, and then you come back to it type shit. But other than that, like whether you guys seen it or not, we was still linked up, like still linked up.
No matter what, and like bros go through shit. Like it is what
facts.
it is. Today we're still like he has Stony versus the world, and I have Fetusstudios, but it's like we still help each other with our own brands and stuff like this. And that's why we created Narrow Carpet too, so that we can have a platform that joins everything together, and you know, we can share a platform that isn't too strict on one certain style. You know,
Style
we can
or niche,
collaborate on one thing. Maybe you see him do a video on the channel. I do another video on the channel, whatever. Like,
and that's another thing too. Like this, what we're doing here is not so. Like it's not even gonna be all like this too.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have other things that we're gonna bring out, and certain things we're gonna do, segments, vlogs, and all that kind of stuff too. So it's like, you know.
So yeah, we're just doing our thing. We have a platform. We're trying to create our platform. We've always talked about creating a platform.
See, it's crazy because I was just about to say that. We've always talked about, first off, doing YouTube.
Yeah.
Like whether it be anything on YouTube, because you always had a camera. We always had some type of camera recording whatever we were doing. So this is perfect platform, perfect lane that we're choosing to go down. Yeah. That still taps in with, you know?
Yes, sir. So, I mean, I'm feeling kind of tired a little bit. I don't know. But do you have anything new that you're doing with Stony versus the world? Anything you want to tell anybody?
I mean, what's the point? They about to see it. You feel me? Like you guys about to see everything we got going on, what we plan on doing, what we did, like everything. This is what this platform is for. This is what this podcast. It's not even a podcast. What do you want? Like
it's just a YouTube channel, bro.
YouTube channel. There we go. Overall YouTube channel.
Just our channel. I think now I wanted to do a fashion show for Fetusstudios, but like I feel like building this platform is more important than that. So
you guys might even see something like that.
Yeah, like that. I might present it. Yeah, might present it on the channel.
Yeah.
Fetusstudios right now.com is up. I'm just gonna do a little plug. Fetusstudios.com.
Yeah.
You know, you could get some stuff that's still on the website.
Speaking of that, I think we should give them a little sneak peek on what really be on the website.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to go grab it?
Yeah.
Fast.
Yeah.
Jeez. Low key, that should have been there the whole time.
So you feel me? Like I'm gonna put it more.
You want to go closer?
This problem?
Yeah, that's cool right there. Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know if you want to pick your favorite one and show them. Yeah. So this is
the rack.
Yeah, this is the rack. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have this here, you know, different pieces that we make throughout every episode or whatever. I don't know. Whenever we choose to put it up, we'll put it up.
Type shit.
But
this is also some of the stuff that you're gonna see on fetusstudios.com on the website.
Like that one right there. You want to show them?
Like this one right here?
Yeah.
Like
just go up close.
This one right here.
Just pull up over there.
You guys are gonna be seeing this right here. You feel me?
Yeah. Shit like that.
I mean, even the camera's not gonna do it justice.
Yeah,
you guys really gotta.
That's my trouble with certain things. You gotta see it in person, really.
In person, which hey, we may announce doing a pop-up shop or doing a fashion show where we invite you guys.
Show them the Stony sweatsuit.
I mean, this is just the top, but you feel me? We got the gray one in the works right now. A little calm, you feel me?
A little calm. Oh, that's not the one with all the pins?
Nah, this is not the one with all the pins, because when I made this one, people liked it with the pins, but a lot of people.
Show them that one.
This one right here?
Yeah.
A lot of people liked it just plain as is, but my gray one has all the pins and all that.
True.
This one is crazy too. Like, I can't even show too much, but if you guys go to the website,
that might be at the website, might not be on.
I mean,
Yeah.
You guys better
It's a
tap in.
one-on-one, so
You guys better tap in and just make sure you know,
yeah.
once a week you just tap in. But where I can do days like y'all even see this one like I said, like this, even this goes with my fit right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, but you feel me? Yeah. But yeah, we gonna call this, what we calling this, gang?
For now, this is called The Rack.
Yeah, we call this the rack.
Every episode or every other episode or whatever, it's gonna be some pieces there.
So we got a lot of new exciting things coming that you guys are gonna obviously see.
Yeah, for the channel.
Yeah.
We're gonna do hot takes. We're gonna do fit wars between me and him.
Yeah.
You already know
Bro,
I'd
don't
say,
do that.
you know,
Don't do
my
that, because
fit
I'm gonna
is-
get in the camera like this, you feel me? I'm gonna really talk, you feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
I'd say, you know.
I ain't gonna do too much, but I'm gonna do a little more.
We're gonna do fit wars, special guests,
Yeah.
artist spotlights.
Yeah.
You know, a lot more stuff that we try to come up with. And of course, if there's anything that you guys want to see, you could DM us and
DM us,
and
comment.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, make sure you follow, you subscribe, you share, you comment, all of that. You know, we would appreciate the love and the help spreading the word.
Facts.
We're also thinking about doing some giveaways and stuff too. Maybe do like give away a fit.
Yeah.
Maybe give away some money.
Yeah.
You know, maybe give the audience a chance to pull up on an episode too.
Facts.
You know, maybe you guys want to do like we're gonna do like a makeover or something.
Facts. You guys get to keep clothes after too.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Oh well, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
This nigga. But yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching.
Hair carpet.
A place to be heard, a place to be seen, and a place where we make it happen.